Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Tuttle,
Hi, I'm Jess Mary.
and we are both second-year master's students at the University of Connecticut studying speech language hearing sciences. Today we'll be giving you a brief presentation on communication strategies for mask users, and if you haven't done the pre-survey, please do so now. So just to give a little background of the roles and responsibilities of an SLP, speech language pathologists prevent, assess, diagnose, and treat speech language, social communication, cognitive communication, and swallowing disorders in children and adults. And now this brings us to the prevention of voice disorders, which is the purpose of this project. So as a teacher, you are at a high occupational risk for developing a voice disorder. Teachers are twice as likely to develop a voice disorder compared to the general population. A study done by Roy et al. In 2004 revealed that the prevalence for voice disorders for teachers during their lifetime was significantly high, 57.7% for teachers versus 28.8% for non-teachers. Additionally, teachers who are most at risk are women, and this includes women between the ages of 40 to 59, and those who have a family history of voice disorders, as well as having 16 or more years of education. And now to kind of get into the COVID-19 implications. So prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, teachers were already at a greater risk for voice disorders in comparison to the general population. And due to the guidelines in many states, teachers are required to wear masks for the duration of the day. And while masks are necessary to promote safety amidst a worldwide crisis, it heightens the chance of developing a voice disorder. Masks can affect speech intelligibility, especially for those high frequency sounds, and increase vocal fatigue and discomfort. Now, Jess is going to give you some vocal hygiene tips.
So good vocal hygiene is a daily regimen of good habits that will maintain the health of your vocal folds and help prevent a voice disorder. We have a lot of strategies and exercises that you can try to reduce vocal effort. So some of these tips to keep in mind are to stay hydrated, especially while wearing a mask. Your throat tends to dry out a lot, so trying to sip as much water as you can in between lessons or helping students. Avoiding vocal irritants such as caffeine, alcohol, and smoking. You want to try to avoid throat clearing as often as you can. If you feel like you've got mucus or something stuck in your throat, you can try a forceful swallow of water. That just means like an effortful swallow. Rest your voice periodically. As much quiet work as you can give your students, try to do that just to give your voice a break. And I know it's probably difficult in your classrooms, but avoid yelling or raising your voice as much as you can. Be creative with how you try to gain their attention. Use visuals, gestures, switching the lights on and off. And going with the avoiding yelling, reduce any background noise. Try to keep your students as quiet as possible. I know that is probably a difficult thing to do. And using good breath support. Make sure you're getting light, slow, and deep breaths all the way down to your abdomen. We don't want to see breathing with the shoulders. Shallow breathing is going to make it harder for you to get all the words out that you're trying to. And if you feel towards the end of the day that your voice is just very tired, you've been working a lot, your throat might hurt at the end of the day, there's a couple of exercises that you can try. The first is trills. And these start with a light, slow, and deep breath, and you're just going to turn your voice on or hum as you do these and blow the air out through your lips, so it'll look like this. And you're going to want to hold that for as long as you can. If you can't do it with your lips, you can also do it with your tongue, kind of like rolling your R's. Humming is also a good exercise to try. Or you can try during your lessons to move your mouth more. It looks like over enunciating, and while you're wearing a mask, your students won't be able to tell, your coworkers won't be able to tell, but it'll really take some of that work out of your voice.
Okay, thank you. And so now you are all going to go take the post test. We thank you in advance for your participation in this presentation.